Good evening, I'm Steve Robinson and thanks very much for inviting me. I have 35 years of working life experience, 19 years in the Air Force and 16 years in senior management positions. I have many qualifications including an MBA and I'm a trained mediator. I have never been a member of a political party. My point of difference from the other candidates is based on my tagline, new face, fresh ideas, experience to deliver. New face. I say why go back to the past? We need new blood and passion and drive for change. Experience to deliver. I say experience is a great thing. Wear it with pride. I've done hundreds of budgets, I've made thousands of tough decisions, I've worked with hundreds of different staff, managers and various circumstances. I can bring that to the table. Fresh ideas. I have a policy framework, not a wish list. We're talking about jobs in the economy on one side, the community and the environment on the other, underlined by the value for the ratepayer's dollar. I'll give you an example. I was talking to a builder the other day who had a $3 million contract and he missed out on it by $10,000. Local builder employing 16 people missed out to an external, someone from the outside. Have a look at the toilet blocks. Have you seen those big multi-million-dollar toilet blocks that look like a spaceship? 3 to 4 times the economic value that you can build here on the Sunshine Coast. So let's get stuck into a full review of council, of the organisation and services to ensure better value for the ratepayer's dollar. My vision is about people, not about things. To have an engaged community in a cohesive council that works together with others to achieve a sustainable economy, a sustainable community and sustainable environment. I believe I have the right combination of skills, experience and drive to deliver for the residents of Division 9.
Well, thank you and welcome tonight, and thank you all for coming along. It's a very important time for us. I'm a long-term resident of Division 9, a family man, local business owner, community person, justice of the peace. I'm a local caring for locals. I've had 20 years local government experience, 8 of those as a councillor. I have a proven track record of delivering for the community. One of my main aims will be to drive council back to its core responsibilities. Yes, we are a large council, one of the 4th largest in the state out of 73 councils. So we are a big council and we will have a lot of clout with state and federal government, but we are still a local government. And we are just a sub-unit of the state government. That is our role, to attend to the roads, rates and rubbish issues. So that is my focus, to get council to focus itself on those issues. So it's a back to basics approach. The roads, and of course these basic issues are what affects you as residents directly, and it's what most residents expect of local government to attend to. The roads, seal and maintain roads, attend to the dangerous sections and intersections, more and wider footpaths, designated bike lanes and improved streetscaping. Let's plant more trees and have green and vibrant roads and streets. Keep rates stable, investigate other revenue streams, increase state and federal government funding and remove and review unnecessary levies. The rubbish collection, reopen the Coolum Tip as a transfer station. Have a council operated curbside cleanup, not a contractor. 2 tip vouchers per year, 1 per rate notice for each ratepayer. With our parks and open space areas, upgrade those to a better standard, a much higher standard, and our facilities as well. They are quite run down. But this all comes with an organisational reform. This won't happen overnight. We must refocus and reprioritise council's direction really into back to basics. It's no good having overseas interests if they can't get their shop in order first. So that'll be my role, to give you a stronger voice in council, but to deliver what you deserve.
Thank you all for giving me the opportunity of introducing myself and presenting my ideas on business and tourism in our own Chorley area. I do have small business experience, having owned and operated several small businesses over a variety of different industries, and I do understand the difficulties and the pressure there is in small business. Upon moving to the Sunshine Coast, I took up contract jobs at Griffith Uni teaching English in Brisbane and also at the local village in Noosa. I also volunteered at the Sunshine Coast Environment Council for a number of years, helping to coordinate the Eco News, which was a community, it was a free newspaper designed to educate the wider community on environmental issues. And for the last 4 years I've been working in the renewable energy industry. I was very much part of the 1,000 solar roofs project for solar power here in the Sunshine Coast, where we achieved the highest percentage of solar roofs in the Sunshine in the southeast Queensland area. For the last 4 years though, of late I've been working with heads of schools in Victoria and Queensland doing federal government grant funding for solar power and solar monitoring equipment. I have diplomas in sustainability and also in project management. My 3 policy areas are in job creation, connecting communities and preserving the environment. I'm tired of seeing empty shops and vacant industrial land, and I believe that we can have economic development without sacrificing the environment, our natural assets. Unless actually we do preserve our natural assets, we won't have a tourism industry. I strongly affirm that we have job creation key assets. We need to value our environment as green infrastructure.
Okay, hello, good night, good evening, and thank you very much for inviting me here to talk to you tonight. My name's Greg Fay. I've lived on the Sunshine Coast here for 31 years, 15 years of those in Division 9. I've been self-employed for 29 of those years, and I did do a stint of 4 years in the Maroochy Shire Council. Now, if you've been in your own business out here for over 29 years, or the last 29 years, you'd know how hard it has been several times. But you would have been through the booms as well, and they were pretty big at times. So what we need to do is balance that all out and settle, consolidate on what we've got, leverage on what we've got, and Coolum is a perfect place to do that. I attended the University in New South Wales. I'm a graduate of the Australian Institute of Company Directors, and I'm an Economic Development of Australia award winner. That's this award here. I won that award out of 152 councils throughout Australia that put submissions forward for the work that I'd done on business diversity, rural futures, broadband networks, and tourism. That was a very proud moment in my life. That was 2007. Part of that work, as I said, was on tourism, and I think Noel will remember that. David Hopper was very much involved in that. That was where we can leverage Coolum to be a champion place. That was all while I was Portfolio Chair of Economic Development. At the same time, I was Chairman of the Maroochy Economic Development Advisory Board. That board, in the long run, actually took the draft off council for the airport and polished that up to the point where that was actually delivered in 2007 and passed by council. Speaking to Peter Pallett the other day, that paper is still in progress today, that plan, point by point, and it is on schedule to return to council $20 million in about 5 years' time. At the moment it's returning 4, so there's no need to sell that.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Linda Morell. I live on Mount Nindri, overlooking Coolum. I've lived there for, how many years? I've lived there for 8 years. I'm a mother of 2 children, 2 adult children who are doing very well in their life. I have 4 grandchildren. I immigrated here in 2003, and I actually am very sort of prudent in the way I live and very prudent in what I do. I'm an independent coming to this council, and I'm with total unbiased. I have no links to the council whatsoever, and I haven't given any of my preferences to anybody. I'm just for me. I took to education later in life and achieving a broad range of different qualifications, from trade-related skills to information technology and business. I'm actually self-employed. I teach computing and IT. I teach at Calandra, Budrum, Yandina, Nambo, and I tutor the unemployed and the older age group, and I give them the ability to actually go out there and gain their self-confidence in this competitive world. In the UK, I run my own bed and breakfast for 19 years, and I was at one with tourism over there. I'm actually an active member with the Nindri Rise Committee, where we actually run our own little sub-committee up there and look after our own land with a budget of $50 a head by choice. I'm actually a Rotarian of Carroy, and I fundraise worldwide and for the local community. I am actually aware of the many needs of the local residents and the needs of the local council. In this electorate, I've been actually made many levels of business for a community, professionally and voluntarily. The electorate are now wanting some real changes. I will provide a fresh, powerful advocacy in achieving steady growth, in particular to our region. I'm a hard worker and an ability to get things done. I'm a good presenter, and I work as a good team member, and I communicate, negotiate and achieve.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and can I please start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet here tonight, the WW people. I'm running for council because I believe that I can bring a fresh and dynamic change to the next council. Now, I realise that we've got a bit of a Melbourne Cup feel here in Division 9. It seems that we're all singing from the same hymn sheet, but I believe that there are three key points of difference between myself and the other candidates. And the first of those is my passion for the Coolum area. Coolum is my home. I grew up here, I've lived here all my life, and I want to make sure that we protect and enhance it for future generations to come. My vision for the Sunshine Coast is for it to become the most sustainable region in Australia. And locally, I believe that Coolum has to position itself as the events tourism capital of our regional coastline. The second point of difference is that from day one, I believe that I've been the candidate with the new ideas, not the recycled ideas. I think that ideas are important because they reinvigorate the way that councils think, and I think that that needs addressing in the next term. From day one, I've released policies ranging from protecting the character of Coolum by enforcing the 3-storey height limit, to giving all our tenders to locally based businesses, and bringing back a curbside cleaner. In November last year, I've announced that. The final point of difference is that I can bring a fresh, clean, energised approach to the next council. There's been a lot of talk in the media about my age, but this election isn't going to be one on age, it's going to be one on capabilities and ideas. And I believe that I have those ideas and that capability. In addition to having studied degrees in law and journalism, I bring no baggage to the table. I will work cooperatively with anyone that is elected, because the next council team has to work together as a decisive team, not a divisive team. And I need to take this council forward in partnership with the